Hi, my name is Lindsay Ramsey, and I'm the Executive Director of Shady Lane School. Shady Lane has been supporting the early childhood community and the greater Pittsburgh community with high quality programming and services for over 5 decades. We are so thankful for all the educators who have taken part in this journey and supporting the work in our region. And we're also really grateful for our community partners for wanting to take the initiative to support the field during this time. We are experiencing an early childhood crisis right now, and the field has historically been underinvested in. And it's time that we strengthen the field and make it better than it's ever been before. But by doing that, we have to make sure that we're supporting those who are doing the work. Early childhood work is not easy work, and early childhood is so important to the development of our community and our children, short term and long term. The things that are happening in these classrooms are early childhood magic. Children are learning, growing, laughing, smiling, learning how to make friendships, build relationships with others, navigating through problem solving, building fine motor, gross motor skills. So many different amazing things are happening to support the overall development of these young minds in our classrooms and in all early childhood classrooms. And that work is being supported by early childhood educators who are dedicated to the work of supporting our communities. And it's important that we make sure that they have the resources that they need to support themselves professionally, personally, and to be able to provide and help their own families thrive. I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to hear from some of the voices of our educators so you can know some of the things that they need to help support the work that they do.
Hi, I'm Ms. Bree. I work at Shady Lane, and I envision having upgraded facilities in a learning environment would not only make the students more excited to come and learn, but also having the staff and faculty, they would love to come to work as well. Having things as new toys, new appliances, new furniture, roofs that weren't leaking. It will make for a safer environment as well, not only as a fun environment, but a safer one. And everybody would love to come.
I think that upgrades would be good for Shady Lane and the kids. For the playground area, more stimulation. We're outside a lot from like 3 to 6. Also the gym area or the little gym and big gym, I think they need some upgrades so we can accommodate more kids in the room, but still have stimulating activities for the kids.
Like if we had free benefits, it would benefit us because we would have less stress because we'll have more financial freedom. And for us teachers with kids of our own, it'll also benefit our children at home.
Competitive wages and free health benefits would help me tremendously. If I'm healthy, then I can come in and help the children. And the wages, the competitive wages, that would help me to stay. I wouldn't have to look for more money to pay my bills. I would be able to stay committed to the job that I'm at right now.
I think that if we had free benefits, it would definitely enforce or allow people to want to stay here and work in early childhood. It is hard to see a significant amount of our paycheck going out for benefits when we are working around kids that get sick and we get sick, or especially during the pandemic it was hard because we would have to take time off when we were sick and lose out on wages and not be able to afford some of the benefits of just to get ourselves healthy for the kids. And it's also hard because our dependents aren't even able to, we have to pay outlandish amounts of money for them to be on our insurance. So to have free benefits, like health benefits, would be very beneficial and make people want to stay, I believe, in the early childhood field.
A lot of times I hear people talking about how public school educators aren't paid enough, and I think that's true, but we are actually paid less than public school educators, and we work year round. And so when you also bring in the fact that we have the same qualifications often, we have the same amount of education, we require professional development hours along with that, the same as other educators in those fields, and we're paid less. It's hard to keep people in early childhood with that level of compensation.
So I envision upgraded facilities and enhancing their learning environment for both educators and children at Shady Lane School by being able to have newer equipment, updated equipment, being able to provide things that are necessary for our children to be able to learn with, such as whiteboards, computers, laptops, more toys that are more up to date. And then in the rooms being able to be sufficient enough for the children to actually be able to work in, and also the teachers providing more STEM equipment, more social emotional equipment and abilities for that, so that we can be able to follow our curriculum and provide everything that we need.
Hi, I believe if educators had free healthcare benefits and competitive wages, more people be on board to actually stay and teach and focus on their job than focus on the stress of not having enough money to actually do their job.
I believe that having free benefits for our employees, our staff, and our administrators would be helpful because it would decrease our anxiety about having to take care of ourselves and our children, and we can come in and be our better selves for the children.